the earth is of the Lord, and the fullness thereof.
The earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof. Which means that the ownership of the earth, the world, belongs to God. So it is God who owns the earth. And if it is God who owns the earth, then 1 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 2 is telling us about something else. Let's hear 1 Corinthians. It is required that a steward be found faithful. A steward, it is required that a steward is found faithful. So, we already don't see two sets of responsibility. One, we get the ownership, and then we get the other one, now the stewardship. The ownership and the stewardship. The ownership and the stewardship. Now, first of all, we want to look at the ownership. If we look at owner, who that's not an owner, and who that's not possible who can say this, now an owner of a particular thing. And now we talk about the steward. But let's first of all look at the owner. So I'd like to make somebody tell me who that's now an owner. So we look at the topic of stewardship. Anybody can tell me who is the owner? Who that's not owner the person who call owner. Who that's not the person who call owner.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
How we get the property?
The one.
We get the property.
The one.
We get the property.
Okay, person will get property. Now the owner. And waiting somebody can own. Waiting somebody can own. Somebody can own a house. Yes, let me hear it from you. Waiting again somebody can own. Get this own this.
Somebody can own a business.
Huh? Yes, you can own business. Yes. Okay, now that is the one saying. Yes, what's it again? You can own an organization. Yeah. Somebody can own an organization. Okay, that's the owner. But I want somebody to tell me in practical and local way, who that's not an owner? Who that's really not an owner? Who that's really not an owner? Practically, tell me locally, from your local understanding, who is an owner?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I think you don't need the first one. That is so. Then you need the first one. Okay, let's allow person now.
Yes, sir. Owner na proprietor, or we say proprietor. Somebody when they start something, you say that owner where really probably the idea originates from and then they start up something.
Okay. Yes. Let's get another idea.
It's a local say. Locally we can say na in get am.
Okay.
In get am as an owner.
Say an owner as somebody where
Na in get am.
na in get waiting.
The property.
Property, exactly. So but is it property no more? Is it property no more? Somebody can own Somebody can own other thing. We're taking somebody can own. Somebody can own. Okay, an idea, yes. Yes. What else again? Somebody can own something.
Well, according to Psalm 24, God might own the land. He
Okay.
owns the land.
Okay, that's property. Apart from property, other things that maybe somebody can own. Somebody can own a business. Somebody can own a company. Yes. A birthright, you can own the birthright. Then I may get her. Okay. Now let's look at the steward now. The steward. If we look at the steward, who is a steward? Who is a steward? I want to talk. I don't want to just be talk to me. Who is a steward? That's a steward.
Or making up here.
Who is a steward?
Somebody way, for example, the children caretaker. They should assign the student and get a steward and be the caretaker.
Okay.
The authority to assign the student.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, sir. A steward is somebody where they look after another person's property. At the end of the day, will give an account.
Good. Somebody, they look after somebody in property, and then at the end of the day, they give an account. Yes. What else? What else? Who is a steward? We want to look at. Who is a steward? Huh? Who is a steward now?
A steward, just like how Christopher said, they look over somebody else in business as if they get up. They put himself in the position of the person.
Alright, they look over the business of somebody. Alright, so already I think that's okay. Steward is a person who is given the responsibility to conduct, to supervise, to manage something for another person. To conduct, to supervise, to manage something for another person. It is a careful and responsible. See, this is another one. A careful and responsible management of something entrusted to one's care. It is a careful and responsible. We're looking at these two words. It's a careful and responsible management of something entrusted to one's care. Therefore, a faithful steward must remember that they will have to give account. They will have to give an account for that particular responsibility that was given to that person. So we already established the fact that a steward is someone who takes charge of a business, of something that he does not own. Now, if you are a steward, you are not the owner. The owner cannot be a steward. But there is the owner, and then we have the steward. So the responsibility of the steward is to manage the affairs of the business, to take care of the business, is to make sure that it goes on well the way it ought to go. That's the thing about the steward. So we already established the fact that the steward is not the owner of the business. But even is not the owner of the business, or it doesn't mean business again. You can be a steward of your life. You can be a steward of your body. You can be a steward of your destiny. Because God has given you this body, not for you to just use it anyway, anyhow. You were given that body so that you'll be able to use it in the way God has designed it. Now, we must understand that even with the owners of the business, now before there is a caretaker, we already have whatever the terms of reference. Somebody when they come for take over the business, it gets a kind of guiding principle. Things that we could guide and say, this is how far you must go, and this is what is expected. And so, once we get all of those things together, then it able for creates the atmosphere where they able for limits or they guide them for they know go he acts ultra vary, he go out of the way, or he underperform, but he get for perform towards expectation. And that's the thing about getting these things done. Get for perform according to expectation. Now that is what is expected from the steward. The owner, he owns the business and passes the daily, the running of the business, the day-to-day aspect of the business is the responsibility of the steward. And at the end of the day, as we all realize that we will have to give an account. We will have to give account to those who have been given the responsibility to take charge. Now, in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 16 to 20, I'd like somebody to read for me. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, from verse 16 to 20. I'd like you, please, I'd like you to 1 Corinthians chapter 6, 16 to 20.
Or perhaps you don't know the man who joins his body to a prostitute. Because physically one with her, the scripture says, quite plainly, the two will become one body. But he who joins himself to the Lord becomes spiritually one with him. Avoid immorality. Any other sin a man commits does not affect his body. But the man who is guilty of sexual immorality sins against his own body. Don't you know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, who lives in you and who was given to you by God? You do not belong to yourself, but to God. He brought you for a price. So use your bodies for God's glory.
Okay. Now this is stewardship of the body. So we must understand that we didn't just happen, and we are a spirit, and God has given to us the body where we can manifest God's glory on earth. But this body was given to us to bring forth to the earth what God decided, what God has said that we must do. Now, many times people will say, let me get to your body, and I can use it the way where I want to use it. But you see, according to this 1 Corinthians chapter 6. Now, in a show say, we get for make sure say we get this thing very clear that the body na God getter. According to 1 Corinthians chapter 6, God already don't buy we have been bought with a price. So somebody, if you buy a particular property, that's now one of the sign for sure say yes, this property belongs to you. When you show the evidence where you take for buy, you receipt or whatever. And the receipt where God gets now the blood of Jesus concerning real life. So we have been bought with a price. We have been bought with a price. And that price is the blood of Jesus. Now, if we have been bought with a price, now we don't belong, our bodies belong to God. So which means we have to use our bodies in the way God has designed it. We have to use our bodies. That means we get for do waiting God desire, because we are not our own anymore. We have been bought with a price. So you get for please the master. Now waiting the master want, now you for do. Now that's not the reason we make when somebody own a particular business and it is set up the terms of reference, how this thing for go. Because now it gets the original vision. Say this is how this thing will go. And so if you bring somebody come, somebody change then it means not to the person again. Because now the person, he didn't get an intention why he decide for get this thing. He didn't get an intention. And so the intention there, now for able for touch, now for able for meet, now for able for get in touch with somebody else. Now if that is the case, then if you now say, well, I want for make it do otherwise, then you don't go against waiting. And it's the same thing. When we get this body, we get God. God in already those set up. He puts this body in our care. That we for manage this body to His glory, to His praise, to the way God says it went. So we did manage the body according to the way we in want. And that make we get to take care of that. Now, Matthew chapter 12, verse 36 and 37. I want for you to read from the King James this one. Matthew chapter 12. So, we don't only get responsibility for take care of our body, but we also get responsibility on what we dey say. What we dey say. Stewardship of what we dey say. Yes.
And men shall speak, they shall give accounts thereof in the day of judgment.
Verse 36.
Yes.
Verse 37 now.
For by the words thou shalt be justified, and by the words thou shalt be condemned.
By thy words. So which means we get stewardship of our body. That means we get to give an account by the words them what we say. Say we shall be justified